My namaskaram to all of you. Today we will examine whether mantras have any power, whether mantras have any potency, whether chanting of mantras will give results. In Indian scriptures, there are so many mantras, and each mantra have specific attribute. We know, as already in my previous videos, I have said that the universe is pervaded by the supreme energy or the Brahman. That Brahman pervades everything to everything in this universe. And we are also living in this universe that is within Brahman. Mantras, each mantra have a each mantra has a specific attribute or quality or a special aspect. There are mantras for specific purposes. And these attributes are also there in the universe, that is, those attributes or qualities the universal energy or the supreme spirit also have. That is, whatever we see, whatever qualities or attributes or characters or behavior we see in this world is also with the universal power. The universal power or the universal energy or the supreme spirit also have all those aspects or all those characters. What is not in the universe, the universal power, or what is not with the universal energy or the supreme spirit cannot be seen in this universe. For example, let us take the example of human beings. A person may be kind. Kindness is an attribute with that person. There is cruelty, there is politeness, there is happiness, there is sorrow, there is depression. All these things, all these attributes are also with the universal energy or the supreme spirit. Yes, many people say in many scriptures you can see that Brahman is all merciful, always kind, always sympathetic, etc. Only these aspects are mentioned. Only these aspects. That is the Brahman or the Supreme Spirit is all merciful, etc. But we see cruelty in this world. Many people commit crimes. There are thieves are also there. Anger is also there. The same person may be sometimes serene, sometimes confused, sometimes angry, Sometimes he may have the fellow be feeling, sometimes he may become a criminal also. So all these qualities, all those behavior, or all those characters, I call these things as attributes for convenience sake. Actually, they are attributes only. So these attributes can also be seen in the universal energy, without the universal energy. So what is not in the supreme spirit cannot be seen in the universe. So nothing is outside the supreme spirit. Everything is within it. So here there are lots of mantras in Indian scriptures. We are examining whether it is result giving or not. Of course, many people are worshipping gods, going to temples, and also chanting many mantras, and also certain rituals. Chanting mantras are also done. But all these activities are not bringing in complete results. Sometimes there will not be any result at all. Why this happens? As a result, what happens? People lose faith in mantras, in the potency of the mantras, the power of the mantras. They lose faith in it. This is not the fault of the mantras, but it is the fault of using the mantra without knowing how to use it, or how to realize a particular mantra. I have already said that there are so many mantras, and many mantras are, of course, having specific aspects or specific attributes. Those mantras can be used to tap the aspect, that is the aspect for which the mantras are developed. That aspect can be tapped from the universal energy. If it is to be tapped, we have to activate the link with the mantra and the aspect of the mantra in the universal energy. I will make it clear by an example. When we start a new initiative, for example, suppose we are going to attend an interview or an examination or constructing a house, we will conduct Ganapati Puja. Ganapati is the god who is supposed to remove the obstacles on the way. When we start a work, there may arise some obstacles on the way. When we attend an interview, sometimes there may be obstacles which may prevent us from attending the interview itself, or sometimes we may not pass through the interview. So all these are of course blockades or hindrances. So to remove the hindrance, the Ganapati mantra, that is Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam, etc. This mantra is chanted and Lord Ganapati is meditated upon. But even after meditating on Ganapati, after chanting the mantra of Ganapati, sometimes we meet with obstacles. The hindrances are not removed. Why? What is the reason behind it? So naturally people will think that there is not at all any power with the mantras. It is all false belief, blind belief, etc. But it is not like that. Mantra is a connecting link between us and the universal energy or the supreme spirit with that specific aspect. Here the Ganapati mantra, this Shuklam Bharadram Vishnu, etc., is having the attribute of removing the obstacles on the way. So the obstacle removing is also as an attribute, an aspect which is with the universal energy. So if it is to be tapped, that is, if you want to get the result of this Vigneshwara mantra, this Ganapati mantra, that is, if you want to remove the obstacles which may probably arise on the way, you have to activate that aspect of the universal energy. Then only it will work. I think that you are getting confused. See, we are linked with the universal power. Every being in this universe is linked or connected with the universal energy or the supreme spirit. We are not connecting it. Actually, the universal energy or the supreme energy connect us to it. Already we are connected. The universal energy itself connects us to it. Many people do not know it. So, the connection between us and the universal power should be activated. The connection is already there and we are unaware of it. If we are able to activate that connection, result will be seen. There will be results. How this activation can be done? That is the main point. There is the concept of mantra sadhana. Sadhana means achievement here. Do sadhana means you work for achieving it with one pointedness, with one pointed attention, etc. How this can be activated? Yes. And also there are certain mantras which cover the whole aspects of the universal energy. The whole aspects of the universal energy cannot be tapped. It is not an easy thing, but certain aspects, for example, for removing the obstacles and also for prosperity and also for some sort of activities which are good for the human welfare as a whole, etc. If you are trying to achieve certain desires, if you want to realize certain demands of yours which are harmful to other people, the result will be something different. So always we have to think in mind that whatever activity is done by us, it shouldn't be harmful to others. The first condition is that. And also, how this siddhi of mantras. Siddhi means we are in a position to use the mantra for specific purpose by activating our link with the universal energy and the specific purpose of the universal energy. The link between us and the specific purpose or the aspect or the attribute of the universal energy, this connection is activated by siddhi. Here it means we are, or the meditator on that mantra, particular mantra, is in a position to activate the specific aspect of the universal energy, and he can use it. If this connection is activated, we are always connected with the universal energy, but this connection is not activated, and the mantras help us to activate the connection. And a mantra with a specific purpose is used, then actually what we are doing is, with that mantra, we are activating the connection between us and that specific aspect of the universal energy or the Supreme Spirit. This is the gist. This is the fact. And how this connection can be activated by the mantras. How the siddhi can be achieved. Siddhi means we are in a position to activate the connection between us and the universe with that particular mantra. How this can be activated. Yes, we have to meditate on the mantra. We have to chant it, the mantra. Meditate upon the mantra. Meditate upon the attribute of that mantra. People are doing it, many people are doing it, but they are not getting the result. There is not at all any connection between him and the universal energy having that aspect. It's not achieved by him. But there is. Specific conditions. There are specific conditions. When we chant mantras, that are to be fulfilled. Many people are advised, you chant the mantras 108 times, you chant the mantra 1008 times, etc. And then you will get the result of it, etc. But a mere chanting of mantra orally will not give you any result. The mantras are, of course, I have already told you just now that the mantras activate the connection between the chanter of the mantras and the universal energy. So, how the mantras to be meditated upon or chanted upon, I will explain it in the next video. Namaskaram to all of you. Thank you.